Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And we're here to do a review of Friends, the television series game, the one with the ball.
We sure are, and you don't want to be the one to drop the ball.
Yes, so this is actually a team game.
It is, yeah. You're actually working together, not you're not in competition with others. And there's a whole bunch of Friends references, essentially, throughout this kind of fun party game.
Lots of ball throwing action.
Yes, so I believe this actually was in the show, although it's not an episode that stood out to me.
So Laura's seen it all, I haven't, so...
It's been a while since I've watched
Laura
it.
will let me know about all of the intricacies of the cards and things, yeah.
Alright, so we have the instructions in here. This is it. What you see is everything.
We'll have a scan of it down below.
Yep, there'll be a link to all of the board game instructions down there. And then, of course, we have a ball, because it's the one with the ball. So Nathan's just getting that now.
Now, by the way, I got this second hand at some point, but I think Kmart in Australia were clearing these out for a couple of bucks.
You can kind of see a reflection, hello, and some lights. So the ball, kind of squishy a bit.
Hardish foam ball, I suppose. It's got...
Yeah, it's not as hard, not as soft as like a stress ball or anything like that.
But I'm glad it's not any harder, because there's a lot of throwing and a lot of interesting things you have to do with said ball in terms of movement.
Yes. So what you want to do is actually work together with whoever you're playing this with. So it's from 2 to 8 players. And what you're going to do is take a number card. So you say there was 3 people, you'd shuffle just the 3 numbers there. You draw those, and that's turn order. So whoever gets 1 goes first, and they throw the ball to player 2. 2 goes to 3.
So I mean, if you're in a circle and you've got 8 people, you're not going to go, just around a circle like clockwise or anti-clockwise. You'll have to go to whoever's got the next card in order.
The next number. Yep, they're quite big cards, as you can see. So, like, if you're standing up or you've got people all around, like, a larger space, everyone can kind of see them from afar, so...
Yep, once you've dealt that out, it's actually played in, was it 5 rounds?
5 rounds, yep. So round 1 is basically just throwing the ball. There's nothing else to it. So like if Nathan was 1 and I was 2 and we were the only ones playing, we would have to complete this 3 times while throwing and catching. Obviously we're trying to do this in front of the camera, so
I
it's
see,
a little
we're doing
awkward.
very well. So you do that 3 times, like 3 loops, and then...
Successfully.
Then that round is over. If anyone drops the ball in any of the rounds, 1 to 5, the game is over and you start from the start.
Yeah, basically, that's not the idea of the game.
You don't want to be the one to drop the ball.
Exactly. So that's all that round 1 is. Round 2, you take a challenge card. So that's these cards here. We'll show more of those in a minute.
Which act as a handicap for the round for everyone.
Yes, so we're into round 2. It's Unagi. Players can no longer make eye contact when throwing the ball. So everybody has to adhere to that. So you leave that out so everyone can see.
Then you do 3 more rounds of throwing the ball using that handicap. 1, 2, 3.
We're not going to throw it without looking, because otherwise we're going to end up damaging something. So
great. If no one dropped the ball, fantastic. You draw another handicap card.
And you go to round 3.
And round 3 involves this handicap plus this handicap.
Yep, so we can't make eye contact, and we also have to do jazz hands whenever you're not throwing or catching the ball. You can probably see with a card like this going with this, 2 players kind of makes it hard, because there's never going to be a time where I'm not throwing or kind of catching it, since there's only 2 of us. So you can play it with 2, but highly recommend this as more of a party game.
Yes, we've played this a few times, and if you get an unfortunate hand, then it's pretty much impossible. But so you go 3 times using those 2.
Successfully thrown, not just passed like we're doing.
Yeah, and then obviously if it's successful, you draw another card.
So that was what, round 2, round 3. We're now round 4. So then we have to do these 2 things, and then we add the claw. Hold your hand in a claw position when catching. So we've got to be jazz hands in between, claw when you're throwing and catching.
And not looking at each other.
And not making eye contact.
So you go then.
Go backwards and forwards. 3 successful goes. You move on to the final round, round 5, and you add your last challenge. So if anyone drops the ball, every player must get over the top angry with them and yell, "You idiot." So that's not a bad one to add in the last round.
It's not really a handicap, is it?
You don't have to do anything extra while you're throwing. It's if you fail.
So basically 2 things happen. We do 5th round, 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Everyone wins. Great. You didn't drop the ball. Anyone drops the ball, boo, you idiot. back to round one it is.
Well, yeah, so you have 3 times, like three lives for dropping the ball. If it touches the ground, you just lose a life, and then you start at the beginning of that round. If you lose all 3 lives, that's when you would have to, the game's over. So a little bit of a chance there. This game really comes down to which challenges you get. So these 3, you could probably... these 4, I should say, you could probably get through.
Depending on how many people you had and things like that.
But some combinations are difficult. So this one is splitting into pairs and holding hands. This one's a different one. You only have to keep it for the 1 round. So that's a pretty good one to get early on, because then you can
split into pairs
get rid
and
of
hold hands, leaving only 1 hand left for throwing and catching. That's interesting if you only got 2 players. But
but you would only have to do that for 1 round. You get rid of that one, and then you add your next round without having to keep it. So
go long. Now, I'm assuming, obviously, these are scenes from the show, and I assume it's relevant in some form.
They've all got relevance to various different episodes. So we'll just go through maybe some of these. You can kind of pause if you want to have a little bit more time to look. So...
yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have anything else to add. I didn't really watch Friends, so... I mean, I assume they're all related to the card, and... There's
a lot of good references here from the show, I think. I don't remember all of them. I've only watched it through once, and it's like I said, it's been a while. This one's interesting, throwing it really hard at each other.
Laura didn't like it when I got that card.
Well, no, because he throws a lot harder than me. We were playing with our kids at the time as well, so...
yeah, I taught them a lesson.
So I believe everything in here from memory is fairly safe.
Tame.
Maybe not birthing partners. If you've got really young kids, it'd be an interesting conversation.
But then again, what sort of young kids are watching Friends these days?
But I mean, if you were playing it and they weren't watching Friends, most of the challenges are fine to do with them. I'm not sure I'd hand my kids a glass of water. I think we'd end up with the water everywhere. But yes, there's quite a lot of them, as you can see. I don't know whether you want to flick through.
And obviously with the combination things, can get crazy.
Now, there's also technically a hard version of the game if you find it too easy. I don't think it's that easy when you have 4 challenges, but, if you do. What you do then is you play like Chandler. Or someone does.
Apparently, according to Laura, Chandler is the clumsy one.
The dropper, yeah. So you take out card number 1 in here and you put the Chandler card in instead. And if you get the Chandler card, then you're player 1, so you start with the ball. Whoever gets the Chandler card has to throw with their non-dominant hand. So for me, I would go with my left hand because I'm right-handed. So it's a little bit of an extra handicap for whoever Chandler is. Not only do you have that in there, but every single round you actually re-deal these number cards, so it makes it harder to remember which order you've got to throw it in. It also then changes who is being Chandler and throwing with their non-dominant hand. That's the only thing for the hard version. I mean, if you can kind of easily remember who's who, like which numbers, if you've only got a small group, it's probably not so bad.
You got 8 people, and I think you're going to be starting to...
8 people, and you go, oh no, I thought Jim was number 4 last time, and now he's not.
Not
or
Jim.
Whatever, It's a little bit of fun if you like sort of an action game, being up and
Did it need to be
involved.
a Friends themed game? That's my question.
It came from Friends.
Ah, the one with the ball.
Yeah. So I don't remember the episode. Someone can maybe jog my memory. I just don't remember it.
Because all the episodes are like the one with the...
Yeah. So this is the one with the ball. And I believe they played it. I don't know how many of these relate to when it was in the show.
Now, I think there's a couple of Friend games, if I believe.
Yeah, there's some trivia Friends games out there. This one doesn't have any trivia, so something that, non-Friends fans can still play with you and enjoy. So,
I'd be really interested to know who played this, or who did you play this? This one, let's see, it came out several years ago now. It came out in... It's not going to tell me.
No, there's no year on the instructions. Sorry.
I'd say 4 or 5 years ago. So well after the Friends show stopped running.
Okay.
So yeah, be interested to see who played it, and if you remember that episode Laura was saying.
Like I said, I've seen the whole show, but some episodes stand out more than others. Like Joey wearing a turkey.
What about the one with the friends?
Goodness. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know, well, we've asked a few questions, so let us know any of those answers in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.